Hello and welcome to Physical Therapy, a movie podcast inspired by the world of physical media and beyond. My name is Kurt.
My name is Sam.
We're also joined by our producer, Kimberly. Hi, Kimmy.
Hi, boys. Hi, Kurtie. Hi, Samuel.
Wow.
Samuel.
Happy New Year, Kim.
I've never called either one of you that. So
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Okay, maybe I should start. Can I start over?
Nope. Happy New Year, everybody who is listening. We are so glad to be back with you in the year of 2026. Should we start out with some New Year's resolutions? Sam, do you have any New Year's resolutions surrounding specifically your crippling addiction to physical media?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this, and it's kind of a play on a thought I had this year, but I didn't really act on. But I would like to be better about doing less pre-orders and scooping up titles from sales. I'm pretty great on waiting for anything on Criterion to just hit a Barnes & Noble sale and pick it up that way. But you know, we're now getting these Kino sales at Barnes & Noble, Arrow sales at Barnes & Noble, Kino sales on their website. Like, there's plenty of opportunities to save a buck or two.
I respect that. Are there any exemptions?
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be titles that it's like, oh shit, so-and-so just got announced. I got to get that right now. But, you know, an Arrow 50% off sale starts tomorrow, January 5th at Barnes & Noble.
God damn it, really?
Yeah. And so it's like there are titles that I know, like Evil Dead Rise is a perfect example. I did not pre-order that, and it's still going to be shipping with a slip right now. So, you know, why not save the $15 and just get it during that sale?
Okay. That's healthy.
We'll see. We'll see how much it is going to take some work, but I'm here to put in that hard work. What about you?
I, at one point, and I know you do this, was logging in a little journal every movie I watched. Mm-hmm. And I fell off of that a couple years ago. I would like to bring that back. And as I do it, I want to use it to keep track of my shame pile and how many movies I am watching from it. So my resolution is to watch, I want to say 5, but maybe 4.5 movies from my shame pile every week.
4.5?
Yeah.
Interesting.
On average.
What do you do with the half?
Well, sometimes it'll be 5, sometimes it'll be 4.
Okay.
Dang, 5 a week is like...
That's an extreme measure.
Folks, there's no other way to deal with this problem.
I know, dude.
You are being buried by them.
I should be watching 12 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having some issues with my apartment right now, and I've not been watching a lot of movies at home. And every time I walk into my TV room, that pile just looks more and more fucking daunting.
Menacing.
I do not like it anymore.
And yet you keep contributing to it.
No, I've been good. I have absolutely zero confessions to make since the last time we were on the mics.
Wow.
I'm thinking, could that be the same for me?
Wow. Did we heal?
Since we recorded Eyes Wide Shut, have I bought any movie?
Did we heal? Did we heal ourselves finally for 2 weeks?
I think I bought an eBay copy of Stanley Kubrick's Killer's Kiss, which is his second movie. It's a Kino 4K.
I don't know this movie.
It's like a noir. It's maybe 66 minutes long, I think. It's very short.
Oh, wow.
Slip sleeve 4K Kino. I realized was out of print. And on eBay was still a very normal price. I think it just went out of print, or maybe it's not the most in demand of out of print titles. But I realized after we did the Eyes Wide Shut podcast that I really wanted it. And I think that's the only thing I have. So pretty good.
Well done. Speaking of Kubrick, I watched The Shining 4K last night.
Ooh, what'd you think?
I think it's great. I happened to buy those limited edition Film Vault series, Poltergeist and Shinings, that are like in the size of 90s computer game cases.
Right.
I will not be buying those again. They're too big, and I don't like that the steel book inside of the big case doesn't have its own slip sleeve when their non-limited editions do. So, great movie. Won't be going to the Film Vault again.
I'm very curious what the aspect ratio of that 4K version you have is. Did you notice whether it had little tiny 185 bars or it filled up your entire screen? Because the Warner Brothers version, the 4K, which looks fantastic, is sort of notoriously in the wrong aspect ratio. It is a 16:9, 178:1, where the movie itself is supposed to be 185. So it's slightly cropped in.
I think there were tiny bars on the top and the bottom of my screen.
God damn it.
But I would have to... I'll just throw it on after this. I'll text you.
Should we talk any new movies in the theater, Sam?
Yeah, what have you guys seen? The last thing I saw was Marty Supreme on 70 millimeter.
Same here.
Same.
Hell yeah.
Marty Supreme is really good.
It's really good.
I can't wait to own Marty Supreme on 4K.
Agreed. Might be my favorite score of the year, honestly.
Yeah.
The score is phenomenal.
Great needle drops for sure.
And the soundtrack too.
Opening and closing your movie with Tears for Fears songs is a phenomenal choice.
Incredible.
That opening title sequence of Marty Supreme, without spoiling anything, was just like, floating. I was floating. It was just...
Well, that's not the Tears for Fears song. It's like a black screen and you hear some music start and then the word change just happens. And then the movie like gets going and then it goes into the credits scene. Then over the credits, it plays
Forever Young. Wait a minute. When does it say change? Is it after the A24 logo?
Yeah, right? Doesn't the movie start on black and then you hear like, it is literally a song called Change by Tears for Fears.
But it says the word change on the screen?
Mm-mm. You hear the word change.
You hear it. I was too busy running to my seat after they played the trailer for the Odyssey right before the movie started. They did like the AMC promo stuff and then another trailer logo came on and I ran out of the theater because I'm on a full media blackout of the Odyssey. So I was sprinting back to my seat as the movie was starting.
Explain what a full media blackout is.
Full media blackout means no trailers, limited as possible exposure to like print campaigns. So like you can see a poster or a billboard out of the corner of your eye, but if you know that's what it is, you can't look directly at it like the sun. No media interviews and things like that when they're promoting it. So the idea, no prologues in the case of the Odyssey.
Yeah, did you see Avatar?
Yeah, oh yeah, baby.
And you just didn't, you waited in the wings?
Did they play the prologue for the Odyssey when you saw Avatar?
Yeah.
Have you seen the prologue of the Odyssey?
Yes.
Whoa.
God damn it.
See, I would happily sit and watch it.
Yeah, man. My whole thing is that the trailer started for the Odyssey at my Marty Supreme screening. And because I'd seen the first 6 minutes, I just looked down at the floor. Like I didn't watch the trailer. But, we used to do this. We went and saw stupid fucking I Am Legend in IMAX so we could see the bank robbery in front of the Dark Knight. Then we went and saw Mission Impossible 4 in IMAX so we could see the plane robbery from the Dark Knight Rises. And I saw Avatar 3 so I could see the fucking Trojan horse.
Spoiler alert.
The fact that you're taking prologues out of your equation.
A prologue is even worse.
I know. Well, no, it isn't. It isn't because it's a completed segment of a movie.
Yeah.
And Nolan is so good about not giving. He's like you.
So you're telling me the movie opens with the Trojan horse? Motherfucker, Sam.
I have no idea. I don't know.
What do you think I'm doing? Why do you think I'm...
Okay.
The other thing is that
down.
it's based on a text that's older than time.
Exactly. We all know the fucking story.
Part of the reason that I did not want to watch this prologue in particular, unlike I Am Legend and The Dark Knight, I was powerless to The Dark Knight, but I didn't want to ruin Avatar. Because if I saw the prologue for the Odyssey, I would spend the first 90 minutes of Avatar thinking about the prologue of the Odyssey and not the beautiful fire. What's her name?
I can't remember.
Oh God, Kurt has a major new crush.
Yeah, dude, she's the hottest Navi to ever Navi.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Is it Hans Zimmer scoring it?
The Odyssey?
Yeah.
No, it's what's his name?
This guy. Yeah.
His new guy.
Johann? No.
God, Johann was great. R.I.P. to Johann.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his name?
Ludwig
Göransson, right?
Yeah.
He scored Tenet and Oppenheimer, and I'm here for it, buddy.
The music was very good.
Fuck.
Very good.
That's cool.
Tension ratcheting.
Okay, we need to move on. This isn't.
We haven't even talked
about the Odyssey.
We haven't even talked about what we're doing today. We're Today's episode is all about 1997's Anaconda, baby.
Oh, did you see the new one?
No, did you?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Let's talk about that at the end.
Okay.
This, of course, is a giant snake movie starring Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, Jon Voight, Owen Wilson,
Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz. This came out on 4K from Sony Pictures in a Steelbook-only edition at the beginning of December, and we'll be chatting about that later on.
Terrible menu screen.
Announcements, Sam? There's been some announcements. A lot of rumors.
Oh, yeah, I saw a couple of those.
But here on PT Movie Pod, we're not above rumors. We're down to speculate. I'll kick it off right away, Sam, with my most exciting rumor.
What's that? Oh, I think I know.
Little movie called Fight Club.
Yep.
Oh, that's fun.
Coming apparently from 20th Century Fox. According to Dawn of the Discs, a new 4K master of the original camera negative supervised by David Fincher. Already, this is my most anticipated release of 2026.
Dang, really?
I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen it. I'm really just excited to see it again.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll cover it on this. That's a huge release.
Yeah, we should.
Sam, I gotta stop saying your name. Every time I announce a movie, I say Sam, 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 Sam.
Yes.
Rumor, Dawn of the Discs, coming in 2026 from Warner Brothers. The first movie you and I ever saw together, 2008's Wachowski joint, Speed Racer. If you think we're not doing fucking Speed Racer on this show, you're out of your mind, dude.
I will not buy Speed Racer.
I'm doing a solo episode on Speed Racer.
Have fun with the line where John Goodman says, like, those weren't ninjas, those were non-jas.
Wow.
Kim, have you ever seen Speed Racer?
No, I've never seen
Fuck
it.
Speed Racer so hard. This is the first movie we ever saw in theaters together.
Assuming it came out before Iron Man 1.
That's actually not true. I know the first thing we ever saw in theaters together, but it's not really.
In a real movie theater?
Oh, the Music Box.
What was it?
The Pornography of the Bicycle.
Whoa.
First date material.
Yeah. It was like 15 shorts about bikes, and one of the shorts was so long and boring, the entire crowd started booing. And the guy who was hosting it had a fucking meltdown. He's like, shut the fuck up, Chicago. You will respect this movie.
Yeah, what's up with Pornography of the Bicycle?
Well, it ends with a male and female couple fucking a bicycle.
Wow.
Do you remember this?
No. I remember the title.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
How could you not remember
Yeah.
this?
I was too busy being excited to see Speed Racer, apparently.
The Nanjas.
Oh, yikes. Speaking of Warner Brothers, though, there is some big news. It's not necessarily like a straight title, but apparently Vinegar Syndrome and Warner Brothers have signed a deal.
Yeah.
So Vinegar Syndrome will be releasing 40-ish Warner Brothers titles over the next year or so.
Yeah, according to Dawn of the Discs, this includes, quote, plenty more made-for-TV classics to Blu-ray and 4K UHD, also an incredible assortment of horror, thrillers, action, art house, and other oddities from the Warner vaults, including numerous 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and even disc debuts.
Stoked.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Wait, there's another huge rumor. Apparently, in 2026, Criterion will be dropping Barbarian on 4K. There's a Blu-ray of Barbarian?
No, there's no physical release of it.
Insane.
This is Zach Kreger's first movie. He is the director of Weapons from this year, the writer-director.
If you don't know anything about this movie, if you've not seen this movie, don't read anything about this movie, just watch it.
Yeah.
Huge, though. This has been like a massive kind of blind spot in my collection.
Some fun comedies are coming out. Caddyshack, apparently. Friday. There's going to be a 4K upgrade of Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That's fun.
Arrow Video dropped a little teaser on their Instagram page for motherfucking Mortal Kombat on 4K.
Are you going to be waiting for a sale for this one, Sam?
No, dude, that's day one. Elbowing old ladies out of my way so I can get my hands on a copy of Mortal Kombat.
I guarantee you I have seen Mortal Kombat more than the both of you combined.
Dude.
Your brother, right, is a fan?
Huge fan. He was obsessed with it when he was like 6 or something. We would watch it every day. It was that and Ghostbusters. Like every other day we watched it for like a year.
Your soul is mine.
I don't think we've talked on this show. There's rumors of Magnolia, Interview with the Vampire,
Don't care.
Eraser,
Yup.
Castaway. That was one of my wishes.
Is Eraser the one where he says your luggage?
Yes. The Devil's Advocate from Shout Factory.
Devil's Avocado, baby.
Scream Factory, excuse me. Gravity is apparently coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers.
Is Gravity good?
I think it's good. I love it.
Yeah, I think so. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. I'm definitely going to get Gravity.
I've had a Blu-ray of Gravity since it came out, sitting like in a pile of just being like, is this movie even good and should I own it?
It's one of those things like Avatar. It's just such a specific theatrical experience that on a Blu-ray, solo Blu-ray, 2D Blu-ray, because I think I had Gravity in a 3D Blu-ray for a while, which still didn't do it justice.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish 4K Blu-rays had 3D technology. My projector can do 3D, and there are some movies where I'm like, God damn it, why don't they just...
But what would it really boil down to? Avatar and Gravity?
And Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Oh, God.
Directed by Ridley Scott.
Fuck that movie. I don't think either of us have ever wished for this movie, but All the President's Men is coming out on 4K. It's honestly really well priced on Groove right now. Our new best friends over at Groove.
Sam, AI, artificial intelligence.
I saw that.
4K.
I'll be skipping that one as well.
Yeah, 2026, a lot to look forward to. And we'll be here for it, baby. But first, should we kick this year off with a giant snake?
What better way?
Isn't there multiple giant snakes?
Perhaps. Stay tuned, folks. Anaconda, 1997.
I've talked about it on this show before, but when I was a kid, my best friend growing up had a cabin in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And there was a trip up there one time where we, I believe, rented Anaconda from like the gas station / video store on the way into the cabin. All I remember about that screening was after it ended, I kept saying, I was probably like, I don't know, let's say 9 or 10. And I just kept saying, that movie should be rated G for gross.
Wow. You sound like a real fun hang when you were 10.
Oh, yeah, man. Dude, that was awesome.
So fun. Baby Sam.
This movie is gross.
Yeah.
It is gross.
What is this movie rated? PG-13?
PG-13.
Damn.
I feel like this is one of my first PG-13s.
I hadn't seen this since probably 2010.
Sure.
Kimmy, I don't think had seen it since she was a kid.
Yeah.
And Kim squirmed and screamed,
dude,
the entire time.
It still is effective.
I watched it with a friend who had never seen it, who scares a little easily, and she watched it with like diamonds like in her fingers over her eyes.
Yeah, I had a blanket up to my nose, and we used it when I needed it.
Anaconda is directed by a man named Luis Llosa, who I believe started out in the Roger Corman side of the world.
Oh, cool.
However, Sam, do you know what 2 movies he directed before Anaconda?
I looked it up at one point, but I am blanking.
One is The Specialist.
Dude, yes, that's right.
Starring Stallone and Sharon Stone.
Which I wished for at one point last year.
What the fuck, dude? Where is The Specialist from Kino?
I don't know.
The other?
Yeah, dog.
Is a little Tom Berenger movie.
Oh my God.
Classic, question mark, called Sniper.
Where is this 4K from Kino?
Dude, I feel like Arrow's going to do Sniper.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting that out there.
Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen either of those. What are we doing?
Oh my God.
Anaconda, where are we in this movie? Brazil?
The Amazon rainforest.
They did shoot in Brazil.
It features a character played by Eric Stoltz, who's an anthropologist, and he's in search of a sort of remote tribe of people in the Amazon.
He seems to specialize in finding remote tribes.
And in classic sort of like King Kong monster movie fashion, he is assembling a team of people who are taking a riverboat deep into the Amazon. Simultaneously, they are shooting a documentary about this tribe, about finding them. The director of this documentary is a woman named Terry Flores, played by Jennifer Lopez. Her cameraman, Danny, played by Ice Cube. A sound man, played by Owen Wilson. What's our lady's name who's the production manager?
Carrie Wurrer.
Who else is on this boat? The guy from Jumanji?
Yeah. Robin Williams' dad and the hunter, Jonathan Hyde.
He is both characters, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is Jumanji awesome?
Probably. Fucking probably.
There's good parts.
Remember when that little kid turns into like the monkey version? Little bitch.
Oh my God.
He's like the host of the documentary, right? He's like narrating it on camera.
Yeah. The Richard Attenborough, if you will.
Yes. There is a skipper on the boat who's apparently in, I guess, a bunch of David Lynch stuff, according to the commentary on this. I think he's in that scene in Mulholland Drive where they shoot somebody through the wall.
Oh.
She's like, something bit me.
Yeah.
I think that's it on the boat. And they set out in search of this tribe. And who do they find, Sam, before they find a lost tribe?
It's in the middle of a rainstorm. They see like a downed boat and a man calling out for help. And kind of like a dramatic fashion, they get him onto the boat. And all of a sudden, it is Jon Voight with the craziest accent ever. And he's like, "You gonna be a rich man, Gary? Gary, you gonna be a rich man?" That's how he talks the entire movie.
And he like squints.
Yeah.
He squints and like does something with his mouth. Like it's like parted.
He sticks his front teeth out.
It's so crazy.
And his tongue. He's got a ponytail. This is Jon Voight in 1997.
Angelina Jolie's dad.
And the current, what is he, the ambassador of film or something to President Trump? Yeah, that's real.
Oh my God.
He plays a Paraguayan snake hunter in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Who is now on their boat. And immediately we're getting vibes like, can this man be trusted? He gets a very like kind of suspicious look from, what's his name? Mateo?
Yeah.
The skipper?
It's an interesting blend because he is helping them with certain things, but then you get this real toxic vibe from him at the same time.
Yeah, he's like creepy. He's given like weird sexual, like leering vibes to the ladies.
What does he keep calling the production manager? Little fish?
True story. I used to walk that woman's dogs.
Carrie were hers?
Yeah.
What?
I used to wag walk and only walked her dogs for like forever. She lives up the street from us.
Dude, get her on the show.
I can't wait to see her in her front yard and be like, Anaconda, what's up? Sign my 4K.
She's very nice.
Dude, were you like, hey, I loved you in Thinner?
She's in 8-Legged Freaks. I've never seen Thinner.
What's up with Thinner?
Thinner sucks.
We got to talk about the opening. The opening of this movie is a man in his houseboat in the middle of the Amazon jungle, putting out a very frantic distress call as something is like banging up against the bottom of his boat. So like the floorboards of the boat are like splintering upward. There's water coming through them. And this man who is played by Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Is this Danny Trejo's voice? Did you also think like that is not Danny Trejo's voice?
Yes, but then I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know how often I've ever heard him speak Spanish.
Okay.
So maybe it's like a different inflection. I'm unsure.
Okay. I was like certain that he was being dubbed for some reason.
Yeah.
He is trying to get help and then eventually like climbs the mast of his boat to get as high off of the water as possible.
And then shoots himself.
Yeah.
As this thing, it's a movie called fucking Anaconda. It's a snake. As a snake.
Spoiler alert, it's a snake.
Yeah. And the camera does this cool thing where it's like snake POV. The camera is acting as the snake and it's cutting through this water and through the boat and through the jungle.
And so after they've picked up Jon Voight, the first time we see the anaconda again, it attacks a leopard. Mm-hmm. We see the snake's face. There's like a good mixture of practical and very bad CGI, but the practical stuff is really fun.
The practical stuff is great, honestly.
It's so great.
Yeah. You see this snake wrap itself around and squeeze to death this black leopard, leaving only behind the leopard's eye, which has popped out of its fucking head because it's being squeezed so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the tagline for this movie on the poster, which is even bigger than the title, is when you can't breathe, you can't scream.
Did you watch the trailer for this movie?
No.
Dude.
I know it's on the disc. Is it awesome?
It's so good because they use that image of the snake's like eyes that's on the poster.
Yeah.
And that comes up on the screen and then the eyes part and become A's and then like Anaconda crosses.
Oh, fuck yeah. So we've seen the snake now. We know what it's capable of doing, but it still hasn't eaten anyone or killed anyone.
But you get the sense it's kind of like stalking the boat.
Yeah.
It's close by.
There's also like a crawl in the beginning of this movie, like red text over black. that talks a little bit about the anaconda and how it's like worshipped by tribes as a god and is 40 feet long. And they also say that sometimes it'll like strangle its victims, swallow them whole, and then regurgitate them so it can kill again. There's a scene at night where Owen Wilson and what's our dog lady's name?
Carrie.
I don't know her name is in the movie.
Her name is Denise in the movie.
Denise and Owen Wilson, the sound man, sneak off the boat at night to go fool around in the jungle.
And record night sounds.
And as they're leaving the boat, the camera tilts down into a close-up of Jon Voight's face, who's awake in his hammock. And he's clearly aware that they have left. And so you're like, oh shit, what's he gonna do? They're off in the jungle, fooling around. And then all of a sudden,
we hear some noises rustling around. Something starts charging them. And again, it's from the camera's POV, so we're not sure what that creature is, but we're coming up fast on Denise and Gary.
They're running. We then cut to Jon Voight right in front of them, holding a rifle. He points it right at the camera, right towards them, and fires.
And what do you hear? A fucking giant boar squeal.
Yep. So not a snake at all, giant boar.
He drags the boar back to the boat and he says this is good meat for 5 days. And this is like one of those times where you're like, okay, he is helping them. Like he did not allow Gary and Denise to get mauled by this boar.
And we see that he's a very capable hunter. Mm-hmm. Soon thereafter, their boat becomes stranded in the middle of the river. The propeller is like caught up in its ropes of some kind. There's ropes coming off the boat. They're all twisted up and the boat is stranded. So someone has to go in and untangle the propeller.
And Eric Stoltz does it. He's like, you kind of get the vibe that he's not the captain of the boat. He's not steering the boat, but he is like in charge of the mission.
Yeah. Now, in perhaps the scariest part of this movie, before he goes in, they talk about how some people are too afraid to go into the river because there is some type of catfish that is known to swim inside of the urethra and become stuck. And my body is numb right now, even speaking these words.
And you have to cut it out.
I did some reading on this.
Did you?
Yeah, they talk about this in the commentary.
Yeah, it apparently has happened like twice in recorded history.
They say once in the commentary, and it happened while someone was pissing in the river.
Yeah. So, oh my God. I've heard tall tales of this a lot in my life.
What?
Yeah, you've never heard this? Like, don't piss in a river, you'll get a fucking catfish up your dick?
Nope.
Are you sure it's a catfish?
I think it's a type of catfish, yeah.
That's what they say. They call it a catfish.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
That seems like a big fish.
We got to move on.
Okay.
Eric Stoltz goes in with a wetsuit on and a scuba gear, like full-blown oxygen mask. He's down under there.
And he gets the propeller cleared of the debris and the rope and all of that.
And then all of a sudden, he starts freaking the fuck out. He can't breathe. People dive in to save him, bring him on board, and they find he has a wasp, like a big, nasty rainforest-sized wasp in his mouth that has presumably like stung him.
And poisoned him.
And he is unable to breathe. So Jon Voight grabs a Bic pen, takes it apart so it's just a little tube. We've seen this millions of times in movies. Then he stabs a hole in his throat, sticks the pen in, and lets him bleed out for a minute to get the poison out.
What's that, a tracheotomy?
Great.
Yeah.
Great, Sam. I hope you're around when I get a fucking catfish up my dick.
I'll give you a tracheotomy.
That'll do it. That'll help.
And so Eric Stoltz is alive, but basically on bed rest, like in a coma for a while, for the next hour of this movie.
So Jennifer Lopez kind of takes charge at this point, and she says, Mateo, we're going to turn around and just double back. We're going to get back to our original launch location. And Jon Voight chimes in and says, if we go against the current, like back upriver, we're going to lose 2 days.
At this point in the movie, I am ready to see someone get eaten by a snake. Is anybody else getting antsy at this point?
Yeah, it does take a second to kind of get to the snake.
But we're almost there.
So Jon Voight convinces them to not go back upriver and continue down. They get to a fork in the river where they have the ability to continue on the path that they're going, or they can blow up this wall that Jon Voight says will shave, a day or two off their journey to get Eric Stoltz to the hospital? But Jennifer Lopez says she doesn't want to blow up the wall because it's going to ruin the ecosystem of the river that they're on. The wall's there for a reason. Jon Voight convinces Gary and the rest of the crew to end up blowing up the wall to save Eric Stoltz's life.
Which is such a hard turn for Owen Wilson. It was really funny. He's like, all of a sudden, Jon Voight's right-hand man. Yeah.
Is this before there's fuel problems?
Don't they blow up the wall and that like pushes some of the fuel off the boat, thus causing the fuel problems?
And then they go looking for fuel at Danny Trejo's boat?
Mm-hmm. They blow up this wall. It like rains snakes down on their boat.
Small snakes.
Little babies. Yeah. They start going down this path. And that's when we see the boat from the very beginning that Danny Trejo has shot himself on. And Jon Voight stops the boat that they're on and says, we should check that spot out just to see if there's any fuel.
So Voight, Mateo, and Ice Cube with his camera venture from their boat to Danny Trejo's boat. The water is like waist level.
Every time they get off a boat and get into the water, it is so stressful.
And they start exploring this boat. Jon Voight finds a newspaper clipping and pulls it off the wall very quickly. And the camera zooms in on the clipping and we see a picture of Danny Trejo, Mateo, and Jon Voight.
Holding a big snake.
Yeah.
So they're basically poachers.
And clearly had some ulterior motives in mind.
Yeah. He has an agenda for this situation.
Jon Voight goes to like the bowel of the boat and finds a case that has like a air-powered rifle in it, like a giant harpoon.
My favorite shot of the movie is right here, where another kind of is it a snake POV camera move pushes in behind Ice Cube, who is standing outside of the boat and filming Jon Voight and Mateo entering the boat. But it's just this great wide shot that's like slowly closing in on Ice Cube's back, and he senses something is coming and slowly turns around and looks around, looking concerned. It's very creepy.
So creepy. This is when I was just
too stressed.
So stressed.
So they don't find any fuel on the boat, and everybody starts walking back towards the boat that is still running.
Mateo's in the caboose. He's in the tail end of this little convoy. And what happens?
Well, he ends up falling off the boat, and I don't really remember how.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it matters.
Yeah. He falls off the boat and like pushes a branch to get out of it, like to clear his view. And as he pushes that branch, a snakehead fucking launches out and bites him in like the face.
Well, this is crazy because, okay, so it's like a wide shot. You see a big CGI snake come out of the water, wrap itself around Mateo, but he must be on some sort of rig that is spinning him completely around, like 360 in the water as the CGI snake is like presumably wrapping itself around him and spinning his body. And then I think it probably cuts closer or something, but you see the snake basically smother him, like squeeze his bones, crush him, and then right as it's crushing him, the head grabs hold of his head, the mouth, and breaks his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows this happens. He's too far back.
Yes. They get back to the boat and everyone says, where's Mateo? Where's Mateo? Ice Cube says, I'm going back. Jennifer Lopez asks Jon Voight to accompany him. And Jon Voight's response is, maybe some other time.
Yeah, so he knows what happens, even if he didn't see it.
They decide to stay there for the night with like lights lighting up the whole boat and some of the river in case Mateo is still out there.
Oh, one of the other things they find on the boat is a snakeskin, and it's fucking huge.
It's like 40 feet long.
Yeah. And Jon Voight's like, this thing is even bigger if this is what it shed. Yeah. It's been growing, and I'm going to catch this snake, and it's going to be worth at least $1 million. His new assistant, Owen Wilson, is immediately on board to help at all costs catch this snake and get rich.
He gives this speech to the rest of the crew, too, that says, like, yo, we're all out of our depths here. We don't know what we're doing. If we help Jon Voight kidnap this snake, he'll help us get back home.
Jon Voight then shoots a little tiny cute monkey with a sniper rifle.
Oh, so crazy.
To use it as bait. And that night,
Who dies next?
I think it's Owen Wilson.
Yeah, it's Owen Wilson. He also falls off the boat. A lot of people fall off the boat.
I think he gets pulled off the boat by the snake, and then there's a shot underwater of a CGI snake swimming with just a full-blown like silhouette bulge of Owen Wilson in its stomach. Swims by camera. It's really bad and really creepy.
Man, Owen Wilson had a tough 90s. He got eaten by a snake in Anaconda. He gets his head bitten off by that lion fireplace in The Haunting.
He got dropped behind enemy lines. That might have been the early 2000s. Damn, what's up with that
Dude,
movie?
I was just going to say. I saw that in theaters for sure.
Oh yeah, me too.
The next day, Jon Voight is trying to get everybody to cooperate with him and do what he wants. And everyone's like, fuck no, people keep dying. We don't want to be in the jungle anymore. And he tries to take over the boat, and Eric Stoltz comes to help. He has enough strength to hold a gun to the back of Jon Voight's head, but nothing else. So they tie Jon Voight up towards the backside of the boat, like to a pole, his hands behind his back. However, they're already on this like crazy route that Jon Voight has put them on, and the Anaconda is clearly following them.
Is our dog lady still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's still alive because remember Jon Voight's big, he jumps into midair with his hands tied behind his back on this
pillar,
and he grabs her with his legs.
I forgot he kills her. That's right.
And he kills her like an anaconda. He squeezes her to death.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jon Voight is so crazy in this movie.
Human anaconda.
The commentary on this draws a comparison from his performance to De Niro as Max Cady in Scorsese's version of Cape Fear. And it's a very good comparison.
Yeah, that is very similar.
Everybody, when Jon Voight kills Denise, everybody else is off the boat trying to get the boat unlodged near a waterfall.
Right. Yeah, so J-Lo and Ice Cube are in the water.
Yep. And our man, the narrator, Mr. Jumanji, is climbing a tree or a waterfall.
Yeah, he's trying to kind of distract the snake so Ice Cube and J-Lo can get back on boat and then pick him up ultimately.
He gets killed.
Oh my God. Yeah, he starts to slip off the waterfall and fall. And the anaconda, who's coiled around a tree at this point, bites his head out of midair. The same thing with Mateo, bites his head and pulls it. And as it's pulling it into its body, it's wrapping the rest of its body around him to squeeze him to death.
And then they're on a tree that breaks because the anaconda is so big.
Yeah.
And that tree falls into the boat. Ice Cube then is almost killed.
He gets bit, but Terry, Jennifer Lopez, shoots it in the head 3 times, right?
The snake, yeah.
Yeah. Jon Voight gets pissed at Terry and knocks her out for killing the snake. But then at this point, Eric Stoltz stabs Jon Voight with a tranquilizer dart.
And he falls off the boat into the water.
And we think he's dead. So the boat is unlodged at this point. They're continuing down the river.
It's just Ice Cube, J-Lo, and Stoltz.
Who's now kind of used up all his strength again, so he's back to resting.
Yes.
And what do they
Stoltz had a good situation here.
They come across an abandoned oil rig or outpost or something.
Yeah, some type of factory building, mill.
Yeah.
This is apparently in LA. It's
really?
The Los Angeles Arboretum or something, right? But yeah, it's a big kind of wooden building with a chimney, essentially. Mm-hmm. And they go in there looking for fuel, which they find, but they also find Jon Voight has come back.
Who kidnaps, who ties them up in a net, dude. It's the most Looney Tunes shit ever. It's awesome.
And he's using them as bait to catch an even bigger anaconda?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's a black and red one.
Yeah, he throws a bunch of animal blood on them.
Oh, yeah. He pours monkey blood all over them.
Yeah, monkey blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drains all these monkeys. Oh, it's awful.
Damn, justice for these fucking monkeys.
Yeah.
Ice Cube somehow turns the snake toward him, right?
No, because they're covered in monkey blood being used as bait. Jon Voight is waiting in the rafters for the snake to come, and this massive female anaconda shows up. And that's when he uses the net to try to capture the snake, and the snake breaks free. So Jon Voight starts to run away and climb up this ladder, and the snake just fucking I don't know what.
It bites his shoulder first, which is gnarly. And then he kind of gets away for a minute, and then it gets him fully, right?
It swallows him whole.
Yeah. Swallows him whole. Is this where you get like a POV like of like going into the snake?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool.
It's really great practical work, though, with that snake head at that point.
But like also you still somewhere in the back of your mind are thinking about a catfish crawling up your urethra. And like that image, it really makes that shot way worse.
All I was doing was thinking of the prologue from The Odyssey.
What?
So, I'm just kidding.
I swear to God, Sam.
I'm just kidding. There's no anacondas in the prologue of The Odyssey.
Is there a shot like that? I am not out here doing this for fun.
There's not a shot out like a giant snake mouth opening and swallowing.
But if there's like a Trojan horse POV shot that I see in 6 months and I somehow think of this and I'm pulled out.
There's not a, what do you think the POV shot's going to be? Hey, here's
People
a giant
coming out of a Trojan horse.
No, there isn't.
God damn it. Where were we?
Oh, God.
So J-Lo is now running from the snake, which has Jon Voight in its stomach or whatever a snake has.
They start to break free from their like bindings while it is devouring Jon Voight.
She's running away. I think she finds like the nest, right?
Mm-hmm. There's like a bunch of baby.
Yeah. The snake like breaks through the wall in what is the greatest moment of the 90s that I completely forgot about.
Ugh.
The anaconda barfs up, regurgitates Jon Voight right in front of J-Lo.
It's so
And
disgusting.
He is still alive and covered in like snake goop.
Well, he looks like waxed, like a wax, like melted version of himself. It's disgusting.
He looks at J-Lo and winks.
Yep. Yeah.
And Kim shot out of her chair and hit her head on our ceiling.
I screamed.
It's incredible. It's such a good moment.
J-Lo then is like climbing her way up the chimney as the snake is underneath her, getting closer and closer. And she like can't break out of the like grated top, like ceiling of this chimney. And Ice Cube's like, get the fuck out of there. I'm going to set this place on fire. I'm going to blow it up. She finally gets out.
As she is fighting against the grate, the snake is getting closer and closer to her. And Ice Cube, who is at the tail end of the snake, uses a pickaxe to pin the snake's tail to
Hell yeah.
like the wall of the chimney. So the snake is like at its full length at this point, and it can't fully get J-Lo, but it's getting closer and closer. And she finally gets the grate open, and it's like the snake's head pops out, but like the pickaxe is coming loose.
And then he blows up the building. So the fire like goes up the chimney as she falls
Into the water.
Yep. They're recuperating on some, like a little piece of land right after the explosion. And what fucking happens? A goddamn snake pops out of the fucking water again.
Dude.
Fire snake.
Yeah.
But fully
Starts
on fire.
snapping at him. And Ice Cube picks up an axe and starts cutting its, like, axing it in the head, chopping its head off.
And it's like a practical fire snake for a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
And then they get back on the boat with Kale, who's like feeling slightly better. And they float downriver. And what do they find?
The Lost Tribe.
The lost tribe that they were looking for all along.
And I think this movie literally ends with Jennifer Lopez being like, roll film on her documentary.
The documentary angle of this whole thing, which I completely didn't remember in any way, but really like knowing about filmmaking now, I mean, they maybe have 5 minutes of a documentary at this point.
And a host who has like 6 lines, but is now dead, like now laying dead in the Amazon.
Like, what happened to this documentary? It's so funny.
It's really a shame that this movie does not end with an Ice Cube song. It's right there. It's sitting right there. Yeah, he plays his own music earlier in
No,
the movie.
here's the crazy thing. It's not an Ice Cube song. It's a Mac 10 song that Ice Cube produced.
Isn't he on it though too?
I think so. But he
Yeah.
also has that line where he's like, today's a good day. And,
Yeah.
you know, he had that
Yeah.
massive hit in the 90s.
Yeah.
I have to say, he steals the show for me.
Oh yeah.
He's the best part.
If I'm up the river fighting an anaconda, I want Ice Cube by my side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Anaconda. You said you probably saw it, 10, 15 years ago, Kurt?
I think we watched it when we lived in Culver City, Sam.
Oh, really?
Maybe you had gone by that point, but it definitely happened at that house, and I don't think I've seen it since.
What's your opinion of Anaconda at this point?
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
It's pretty well made.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really fun. There's some great practical snake shit in it. The CGI obviously has not aged well, but there isn't as much of it as I remembered. And it's just a fun little, like, almost like B-movie, like, adventure creature feature, you know?
Yeah, I think it's great, man. I had a really good time with it. As you guys know, I'm like a huge creature feature fan.
Yes.
And this was definitely a little bit spookier than I remember it for sure, especially for a PG-13 movie. That's always fun. But yeah, I had a great time watching this movie.
Where does it rank in your creature features list?
You know, now that I own it, I will watch it more, but this is probably only the third or fourth time I've seen this movie. So I wouldn't say it's like necessarily super high, but it's definitely a movie that gets brought up in conversation anytime you start talking about this genre of movies.
Yeah.
Without spoiling too much, Sam, there's a new movie called Anaconda, which is, tell me the premise again. It's very meta, right?
Yeah, the conceit's pretty funny. It's a group of 4 friends who grew up making movies together in their hometown of Buffalo, who then get the rights to Anaconda and go like very guerrilla style to remake Anaconda because they were obsessed with Anaconda, the movie from 1997 when they were kids.
Okay.
And it stars Paul Rudd, Jack Black, Steve Zahn, and Tandy Newton.
Which is a great cast.
Great cast.
I love all of them.
I saw it Christmas Eve morning at noon and laughed, but it's like very forgettable and not good.
Okay.
That's upsetting.
It's weird because it's like I did have an enjoyable time with it. I watched it, I laughed, and then it ended and I was like, what is that?
I feel like at this point, what I know about it, which is basically that, is like I'm saving it for an airplane.
Yeah.
Perfect airplane movie.
And I'm going to be really, really happy when that moment comes.
It doesn't seem like Jack Black and Paul Rudd are trying very hard.
Okay.
Which I find interesting because they're like pushing this movie hard right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know who pops up in this movie, though? Is the woman from Say Anything. What's her name? Ione Skye?
I've never seen it.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Say Anything's great.
Oh, yeah. I always forget that. It's great.
But you don't see her a lot. And she's pops up as Jack Black's wife in this movie.
This 4K is fantastic. I thought it looked great. This Anaconda 4K. There's a very nice commentary track from someone named Scott Harrison, who is listed as like a genre expert. I'm not really sure exactly what his story is, but it's a very thoughtful and appreciative commentary on Anaconda, which I really enjoyed listening to.
Like he really liked the movie?
Yeah, and he compares it a lot to other movies and puts it kind of in its historical perspective as it relates to like the creature feature genre. You mentioned, Sam, the trailers are on there. There's some deleted scenes and then an interview with the director and an interview with the writer. Right now it's Steelbook only, like we said. I'm sure there'll be a standard version of it probably this year, I would imagine.
Have you still not seen this out and about anywhere?
I don't think I've seen it for sale down at Amoeba. We both got it on, or you got it on what, Diabolic? I got it on Orbit.
Yeah. I opened a box right after I got home from the theatrical screening of Anaconda, and the 97 version was in my hands right there.
Oh, that's nice. It's still available on Orbit DVD right now as we're recording. So if people like this movie, I would say it's safe to say it's never looked better.
Yeah, and again, like as you pointed out, that CGI does look a little rough, but I don't think enough to like say the movie sucks now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And honestly, a lot of the jungle looks great.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. That stuff's all practical. And like even the LA thing I mentioned, like the Arboretum, it doesn't pull you out or anything like that. It feels very convincing. But most of it, like we said, is shot in Brazil. And that shit just adds so much. Kim, any last words on Anaconda? Have you had nightmares? Are you concerned about snakes?
No, it's a very fun memory to revisit, and clearly it hasn't left my body of how I reacted to it. I reacted like I was, a 10-year-old little girl. So that is fun. Yeah, Anaconda rules. I think it was like a summer movie in 97. I have very fond memories. It was definitely one of my first PG-13 movies that I would watch at sleepovers or at friends' houses, and scared the willies out of me. Still does.
Where do snakes rank in your guys' fears?
My father was deadly afraid of snakes.
Really?
He definitely did not take me in 97. I do think I saw it in the theater, though. Snakes, I don't love them.
I don't think I'm that scared of them. They move weird. Like, their movement is weird.
I don't like a lot of them. I think the scariest part is when all the snakes rain down on that boat. I'm like, get me out of here.
Dude, the next time you guys are in Chicago, go to the Shed Aquarium because there's a anaconda, like a live anaconda on display in it.
Wow.
Apparently they're pretty shy creatures and they don't really fuck with people.
Yeah.
Kind of like sharks. Like if sharks get like a bad rap a lot of the time, but...
Yeah, this movie's wildly inaccurate. We should say that.
Yeah, I was reading about I was reading about some of the construction of the snake puppets, and they like changed their eyes the same way that Spielberg did with like the shark's eyes for Bruce and Jaws to make it more of like a villainous, scary thing.
Damn. Justice for the anacondas, justice for the monkeys.
How did it do?
It was a hit. It's got a bunch of
Yeah.
like direct-to-video sequels too.
Yeah.
I feel like our age group like really latched onto it when it came out.
Without a doubt.
It was like a big deal for us.
89 minutes long. Can't go wrong. Okay, Sam, before we go, it is time to put wishes out into the physical media universe for titles on formats that do not yet exist. Here we go.
I wish for a 4K copy of Deep Rising from Arrow Video.
I wish for a 4K copy of Wolfgang Petersen's Troy.
Wait, isn't there a 4K of Troy?
No.
I swear my friend just watched it.
I don't know enough mythology to tell you exactly what this movie was about, but it's Trojan horse shit with Brad Pitt and Eric Bana.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with Troy?
And Orlando Bloom.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Troy.
Oh, shit.
I've seen like clips of it on TV at work, but I've never sat down and watched the whole thing.
Christopher Nolan revealed recently that he was the original director of Troy, and then somehow the studio had to give it to Wolfgang Petersen, who at the time was a much, bigger director, and that led to Nolan doing Batman Begins.
That's what I thought.
And now he's back, motherfuckers. Trojan horse at long last.
Yeah.
But I saw Troy in the theater. I remember that being like a big movie when we were probably in junior high. I don't really remember exactly when, maybe early high school.
In my memory, Troy, Alexander, and Kingdom of Heaven all came out like at the exact same time.
Yeah. I definitely have not seen it since like Wolfgang Petersen is someone who matters on some level to me.
Yeah.
So I'd really like to watch it again. I think Brian Cox is in it. No. Is that true?
Yeah? Yes, he is. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and Sean Bean plays Odysseus. Sam, Deep Rising. Is this...
It's a Stephen Sommers movie.
But isn't it an out-of-print 4K or Blu-ray that we talked about selling our kidneys to buy at one point?
I think Kino put it out.
Yeah.
And the slip is great, and it's out of print now, like way out of print. I recently watched this on Canopy.
Oh, shit.
It's not great, but it is a creature feature, and I was like, oh, you know what? Gotta keep it on brand.
Yep.
And fuck it, man. There are some awesome scenes in this movie.
You know I'm in.
Yeah. Treat Williams, Femke Janssen. Come on. It's about a group of military specialists hiring a boat to get them onto a cruise liner that has gone out of, like, the power has gone down. No distress signals have been issued. They're trying to figure out what's going on.
Dude, yes, please.
The backing cast of this movie's insane. You've got Anthony Heald, Kevin J. O'Connor, Wes Studi, Jason Fleming, Cliff Curtis. Come on, dude. This movie's stacked with people.
Okay, that is it for another episode of Physical Therapy, a movie podcast. A big thank you and a happy new year to Patrick Laban for our incredible music, Kimberly for producing, all of you out there for listening, and you, Samuel.
I'm just happy to do the show for another year. So please give us a like and subscribe to the show wherever you're listening to podcasts, and follow us on Instagram at PT Movie Pod. Kim is telling us we need to post more, so we will post more this year.
And we will have more presents out there.
Presents? Like gifts?
Not
Like
presents.
Blu-ray presents?
No. You'll see more of the boys.
We will be back next week, and we'll see you then.